Cheers, legend. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews, back again on location, Pirate Life, South Melbourne. We've gone a pina colada sour first up, so that'll be interesting. And then I've got two double IPAs. One of them's just your straight American West. Well, actually, this is a tropical version, so it's a tropical double IPA. And then we've got their OG, the double West Coast IPA. Very good beer, this one. So yeah, I thought I can just sit here and relax with a couple of beers and have a chat. So let's see how this pina colada goes. Ooh, hello. So yeah, huge pineapple. I just wish they had comfier seats. My bottom hurts. Yeah, pineapple, coconut. What else is in a pina colada? I'm not really sure. Cheers again, Bumpy. Yeah, just a couple of light ones. So yeah, the two double IPAs, I think they're 9%. And then yeah, this one's probably only like 4 or 5. Yeah, 4.6. Double IPA is 8.8, and the tropical is 8. So yeah, the tropical is probably slightly hazy, whereas the straight one's more of an old school American. Cheers, Lady G. Good to see you, mate. So yeah, it's good to be somewhere different than in the lounge room at home. It's a beautiful day. So yeah, let's give this a crack. It actually looks more like a lager or a pale ale than a sour, but it's got some very lively carbonation. It's probably like you'd say like a straw or slightly yellow. At least the colour's going to be probably more accurate here outside. Yeah, fairly light body. Cheers, beer man. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, what else is in a pina colada apart from pineapple and coconut? Do they have like banana or anything like that? I haven't had one since I was probably in Thailand or somewhere. Anyway, let's give her a taste. So yeah, I just did a quick review before of a pale ale, and then I was like, I should go get a few beers and sort of go live here and just talk about each beer, and then I can sort of hang for a bit without having to worry about going back and forth. Gemini is a good star sign. Good old June, baby. So it's very light, quite refreshing. It's pretty warm today again. Don't know what it'd be, probably early 30s. Yeah. I haven't checked into my hotel yet. Probably do that in the next hour or so. I'm going to ask him, beer man, if you're still there, because I want to join tomorrow's all spun out. If I can get a late checkout, I'll be able to join, but if not, yeah, I probably won't be able to. So when I get to the hotel today, I'm going to say, would it be possible to stay in for another hour, because then it'll work out well. Cheers, Paul. Yeah, you got to keep those two in check. Damn Americans. So yeah, not bad for a bit of a change up, this beer, but certainly not something I'd like buy and take home. Yeah, they do have that triple IPA I wanted to taste on tap. They don't have it on tap here, but at least they've got it in cans. So I might even do a review of it when I get back to the hotel tonight. I'll probably buy like a 4-pack because it might be something good to give to Adam Mersey Beers when he comes over. Because, yeah, their double's unreal, so I feel like their triple's going to be just as good. It's a big, like, triple West Coast. Like, it's slightly tart, this, fairly sweet. Yeah, not much more you can say about it, really. I'm just sipping this to get onto the main event, the other two. But yeah, I've come here at a good time. It's nice and quiet. I mean, there's plenty of people inside, but yeah, I think this beer garden area is relatively new. I'll take a few photos while I'm here, and you can sort of see what it's like. I need to trim that moustache up. It's getting in me drink. Yeah, I was sort of hoping Miscellaneous would still be going because I was going to join his stream. As I said though, like it's real good chilling here out in the beer garden, but I just feel like the stools are really uncomfortable. Tends to be the thing. I reckon a lot of places when they have a heap of stools, they always go for like a real basic, like cheap option. Pardon me. Hopefully the sound's alright. There's music playing, but it's like really quiet. Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit windy. But yeah, there was some guys here before doing like some sort of construction. Yeah, I don't know what they were doing, but yeah, they're not here anymore. So, cheers, dude. Good to see you. I was in the city for a bit earlier, man. I was checking out the Formula One cars. They're all sort of parked in like shopping centres and that all around the city. It's pretty cool. Hope you're well. The old dad joke. I feel like they're made for like a little tiny Asian woman. They're just like, I don't know, just real cheap and nasty. It's not like the days when you're a kid and you're sitting on big bloody timber stools that were made to last. But yeah, good brewery, good people. I think this is the third time I've been here. It's relatively new. Um, they started off in Adelaide. They're two. It was a dad, a son, and his best mate. And the two young boys, they worked at like Brewdog when Brewdog was good back in the day in Scotland. They come back here, like come back home and started up a brewery with their old man, or one of them's old man. And then yeah, they took off when the craft beer scene here, like right at a good time at the peak. And yeah, they decided to go Adelaide, so then they could sort of have distribution to both sides of the country. And yeah, they killed it from the get go. And anyway, they always talked about never selling out and all that shit, but they just got offered so much money they couldn't refuse. So yeah, they ended up selling out, but they're still got pretty like they're heavily involved in the company still, and yeah, like the beers are still good quality, so I keep supporting them. Oh man, oh, I'd be better off standing, I reckon. Yeah, it's pretty cool background, and I think the fact that I've got the speed dealer shades and the cap that sort of fits the background, it works well. Huh? Pina colada done. Um, Easy drinking, refreshing. Yeah, probably a solid 4 out of 5. It's a bit light. Would have been good if it was like a more of a smooth and creamy sort of thicker body, but the flavours are there. It's just the body was sort of lacking. I think it's made though just to be able to smash it down pretty easy. So should I go? I've got the two double IPAs. Should I go the tropical version or the old school American version first? The old school American's 8.8 and the tropical's 8. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this gig tonight. Um, I took a few photos of the venue. I don't know if I'd be able to. It'd be cool if I could show them on here just to show you what it looks like. It's like a real old school theatre, and it's like right in the heart of Melbourne. The only shit thing is that it looked like they were doing like scaffolding construction and that on the bottom of the building. So tropical. Yeah, I think because it's not going to be as bitter. Yeah, okay, we're going tropical first. So here's the difference in the colours anyway. So that one's obviously tropical, old school Westy. I still think though this has like got some Westy characteristics. I haven't had it for a while, so we'll see how it goes. The old Violet Crumble, that's what he was talking about before on the previous stream. What are they? Australian Violet Crumbles? I just assumed that it was like a worldwide thing. Ooh. So what's everyone else drinking? You're probably working, are you, Justin? No diggity. It smells good. You can't go past these though at a brewery, especially on a hot day. Smashing a few beers, you got to get those waters into you, and then you end up pissing like a racehorse. So I'm getting a fair bit of passion fruit in this one. Yeah, Australia's Violet Crumble. Yeah, I just assumed it was worldwide. It's always, when it comes to candies and that, you sort of, and chocolates, you have no idea what other countries have. Yeah. The, What was it? Was it a YouTube short I seen, or maybe on Facebook, where you had the setup with all the plaster and looked good? Looked like a pretty big job. So yeah, I'll comment on the appearance, shall I? So it's slightly hazy. It's not like full on, like opaque. You can still sort of slightly see through it, like a one finger head. I'd say like pretty much orange. Um, yeah, medium carbonation. It was poured a while ago, but it's still got a bit of life to it. Yeah, probably medium body as well. I'm getting like a berry touch as well. I'm not sure what hops they've got in it. All I know is it's 8%. They didn't have any stouts, so I was like gutted. There's a lot of hop forward beers on tap. Not much of like anything. There's not really many lagers but yeah, there's a New Zealand lager and that triple IPA in the takeaway fridge. So I'll probably take them with me. We have Twix, 2 for me, none for you. Cheers, buddy. I don't know if I've seen you in here before, but welcome. Yep, cool. That bloody drink I had yesterday was like drinking spirits. It's ridiculous. That the quadruple. Actually, it was it was a quintuple because it was five eyes PA. Ah, yep, cool. Welcome in. Yeah, good old TJ. He's going well. He's got like, is it 6 or 7 thousand subscribers now? He's doing real well. Yeah, it's always hard with like the names and that come up if you're not familiar with them. But yeah, welcome in, dude. I'm currently at Pirate Life in South Melbourne. First time I've been here in a while. I think it's like the third time I've been here all up. But being from the country, I don't get a chance to go to places very often. Oh, that's not good. Caramel and tea. Either it's not good or it's got shitty Idaho 7 in it. Anyway, cheers, boys. Oh, so I would say this is still a West Coast. It's almost like it's a West Coast, but it's like hazy and has tropical hops. It's got that bitterness, and it's certainly not a normal hazy. First sip, it was like, wow, hello pine, hello resin, hello bitterness. So I would say it's sort of West Coast leaning, but it's got some like characters to it that's like a hazy. It's probably more of like a softer, pillowy sort of mouthfeel. I would say it's more tropical hops than your old school Cascade and Centennial and all that. Yeah, and they've probably, I don't know, maybe they've gone some oats in it just to give it a bit of like that different colour, different mouthfeel. Might have mixed up the malt slightly, but yeah, it's definitely more West Coast than like your New England style. Yeah, dude, I've had quite a few. They've actually just taken over a pub in Carlton. They've wanted to sort of crack into the Melbourne market for a while, and what they thought is they had a pretty good relationship with a pub in Carlton that's like near the university there. So yeah, I think they're obviously going fairly well, and then they're like, well, fuck it, let's take over this pub. And I think if you go into that pub now, it's like probably 80% of the beers are probably theirs. They're pretty solid. I would say most of their beers are decent. They can be hit and miss, but they're, as far as like Australian sort of craft beer goes, they're sort of medium to good. I wouldn't say anything like really blows your mind, but they're just like solid. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was hoping to get here, something like that. Some sort of errors just come up on my computer. I've still got plenty of battery. The light's okay. It might be just getting warm because yeah, it's, as I said, it's pretty hot here. Yeah, they mix it up with their styles too, which is good. They're not one of those breweries that just do the same old shit all the time. Yeah, this is good. I'm trying to think of the type of person that would really enjoy this beer. Like, I definitely think it'd be down Beer Man's path because it's got sort of characteristics of both. Um, I know you sort of like those in betweener styles. Cheers, Lep. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, cheers, man. I just like the fact that it's sort of nice and quiet here, and I was able to do this. As soon as I walked in and seen the beer garden, I was like, "You beauty!" I just said to the dude, like, I'm going to be doing some stuff online. I'll grab a couple of beers at once, and if you can, yeah, lend me the Wi-Fi, it'd be good. So yeah, like it's real good connection too. I haven't had any drama with it so far. I was just worried about the sound and the lighting, but I think it's been pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty sick. How cool is it with the hat and the glasses I'm wearing? Wet. It's, it's like match made in heaven. I just wish they had a stout, and I wish they had loose lip sink ships on tap. I should have taken a photo of the taps and did like a poll. What should I drink next? Yeah, cool. Yeah, I was a bit concerned. the, guy, the guy behind the bar come out and like put the password in the computer for me because apparently it's real heaps of letters and he had no idea what's going on. He goes, "Geez, what's with your laptop? You've been taking it bush bashing. It's fucking dirty as." Ooh, I think this one's going to my head, boys. Yeah, they definitely haven't, like, they're still the brewery they always were, which is good. You always worry when they sell out. It's like, oh, fuck, they're going to lose quality. It's going to be like mass distribution and the quality won't be there and people will be paying out on them. But I feel like they've still got a good name. Yeah, boy. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I'm at a a brewery in South Melbourne. So I'm going to a gig tonight in the city, but I'm sort of staying just south of the city. And yeah, these guys are one of my original craft beer loves here in Australia. And I thought, oh, I'll check out their Melbourne location again because it's not far from where I'm staying. I'm keen as for this next beer though. It's like one of my favourites. When you think of old school American Westies, like this beer is like one of the best in Australia. I'm like very surprised that no one else has come out in the beer garden yet. I'm going to see Kasabian, dude. They're massive in the UK and Europe. They're like a UK sort of indie rock band. Like they're big enough. They like headline Glastonbury and like Reading and Leeds and some of those festivals. So they're pretty massive, but just in Australia and US and that they're a bit quieter. I have seen them before and they put on like an awesome show. So the only thing is their original singer, he yeah, he had a bit of a drug issue and like some domestic violence and stuff there. So they ended up fucking him off out of the band. And everyone thought, oh, the band's not going to be the same without the singer because, like, yeah, he's just like a really good front man and stuff. And like, yeah, what he did obviously was fucked, and they still wanted to try and be mates with him, but they just couldn't have him in the band anymore. It's like if you're going to do that shit, you're gone, sort of thing, which is fair enough. And the guitarist, he's probably the most musical in the band. He writes most of the songs, but he just never was the main singer. He's like, well, fuck it, I'll step up. I'll be the front man. I'll still play guitar, but we'll get another guitarist in. And yeah, he's actually, it's almost like the band's nearly better than what they were. Um, because the guy they've got in as their touring guitarist does backup vocals. He used to be a front man in another band called The Music, and they were really good back in the day. I can feel drops of rain coming down. Oh no! um, I don't have any protection over me either. Um, yeah, so he's got really good stage presence. The guy that's taken over, and I feel like it could be a completely different gig tonight than what I've seen last time. But yeah, they're definitely a good band. The beer garden is for the hardened thugs that can handle the conditions outside. Yeah, if you want to look up, I don't know, probably a song that's fairly well known of theirs called Fire. So I'll type it in the chat. Yeah, that's one of their sort of main songs that's fairly known. They can be rocky at times. They can be sort of electronic. They can sort of, yeah, fuse between the two. But yeah, I've just always been a fan. I like a lot of English rock. I'm obviously a fan of heavy shit as well, but yeah, I've always like enjoyed stuff like Arctic Monkeys and Kasabian and Royal Blood. Yeah, yeah. There's definitely some breweries up that way. The only thing is though, is there's been some bushfires that they've had to deal with. I think one of the breweries got wiped out a few years ago. One of the breweries up in Brisbane was actually just folded yesterday. Newstead. They even had a brew pub at the Brisbane airport, so they're a big name to sort of go under. I always wondered though. I just thought they had too much going on, and their beers were like pretty average. I just never understood how they sort of kept opening new venues and that because their product wasn't that good. It's almost like they had all these investors, but the quality of the product just wasn't there to be able to sort of cope with all the money they were spending. It's like it sort of started to get a bit dark, like the sun's gone down. I felt a few drops, but then it's gone away. There are some umbrellas and shit around, so I can always just quickly move. Ah, it's fucking awesome chilling here. I love it. So if any of you are Formula One fans, I got some good photos this morning. They had some cars on display in a few shopping centres and shit. Where I'm staying is actually right near where the track is, so I might walk down there in the morning and take a few photos. They might be already like have the track set up because it's normal roads and they close it all off. It's like a normal like road, like motorway around the Albert Park Lake, and then they just sort of close it all off. Because I think the Formula One's only like a week or two away. Yeah, it's funny you say that. Last time I was in sort of the good part of the members at Melbourne, because I'm a Melbourne Football Club supporter, the D's. I was with my mate. I hadn't been in the fancier part of the members for a while because I used to have a membership, one of the elite memberships, and then I just wasn't going to the footy enough because I'm from the country. And yeah, me and him got really excited because Melbourne got a goal and won the game right near the end. And I remember I fucking got up and hugged some random dude, and my beer just went flying. Went all over this old guy in front of us, and yeah, like he's real shitty. I'm like, oh well, we won, mate. It's all good. So yeah, this is the one of my favourite beers here in Australia. It's known as the IIPA, so double IPA or Imperial India Pale Ale. Very clean and clear. Looks awesome. I would say sort of in between like yellow and orange. Almost like a light orange, like a burnt orange. Like a 1 to 2 finger head. I would say medium body. Lively carbonation. Let's whiff her up. It's going to be pine. It's going to be resin. Man, I remember, I remember last time I come here and I was drinking this on tap. I'm like, fuck, this beer's good. Yeah, it's like grapefruit, orange, mandarin, pine, like resinous, slightly dank, grassy. It's got sort of a mixture with like your base, like you're getting that old school caramel, but you're also getting like bread and biscuit. It's not going to be the last one I have on tap, I think. I might even get a few takeaways of this. It's always an awesome beer. I've reviewed this on my channel before. But yeah, back in the day when I first got into craft, when they brought this out, like obviously 8.8% is a massive beer when you first get into craft beer. And we used to have this, me and one of my best mates, and we'd just be like, this is great. This is what craft beer is all about. I'd actually have a water before I start sipping. Here we go, boys. Cheers. Oh, that is bitter as fuck. Cool. One thing I like with especially gin is like utilizing all the like local botanicals and stuff. It's pretty cool. Like you'll find some like native plants here in Australia that you wouldn't even fucking know about, especially if you're in the outback. And yeah, obviously each country differs. Like you'll find some shit here in Australia, and then you'll go up to like Southeast Asia, and it's just like completely different. Imagine the shit you come across in Africa. Fuck, that's a good beer. Yeah, definitely. When I was younger, I used to work for a furniture company. I was never the like the builder type. I used to more like sell it and like set it up for people. And but one of my mates that worked there, he was like, yeah, he actually used to create the furniture. I'd go to him with ideas and stuff, and then he'd be the one that like make it. And yeah, we used to come up with some awesome shit like red gum coffee tables and some of the shit we used to, when we deliver it to people's homes. Fuck me, it was a lot of effort. Some of the shit was so heavy and worth so much money, and yeah, you just got to be so careful when you're putting it in people's homes. Like some of the beds he made were like fucking phenomenal, like good quality hardwood, and yeah, it's like he's really good what he did. I'm pretty sure he's still working for him. But yeah, I just always felt like for what he created for him and made them a lot of money, I didn't think he sort of got rewarded enough. If he had the money, he would have went out on his own and done it himself. Oh, it's so bitter. The IBUs in this would be phenomenal. So yeah, it looks like they've got probably like 18 taps. They've actually got another double IPA. They got wine, they got cocktails, they got spirits. Yeah, the food is actually really good, but it's a little bit pricey. I mean, for the quality though, it's like, and the location we're in, like it's a fairly sort of like posh area. Oh, man. Yeah, don't know. Yeah, if you had like sort of snow gum with like, I don't know, if you had like a rum or a bourbon or something soaked in there for a while, and then yeah, utilize it in a beer down the track, be pretty interesting. It's one thing that'd be awesome to see, like yeah, the likes of like Bumpy and Beer Man and that in the chat. Like they're good quality home brewers. It'd be cool to see them being able to utilise like barrels. But yeah, it's just a pain in the ass trying to get hold of them, and obviously you got to have the product sitting in there for ages. Yeah, they were saying apparently there's a brewer's shout at 5 p.m. Like, that's still 3 hours away. So yeah, one thing that was always cool with this too, when it first come out, it was in this big like alligator like black can, and it was like a big 500 ml. And back then, most craft beers in Australia were only in the 375s. So yeah, you'd pay like a fair bit for the 4 pack. It was pretty much you'd buy 3 and get 1 free. But yeah, for how good it is, it was like I was happy to pay it. Yeah, yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, you need to get back into it, dude. I mean, the fact though that you haven't done it for so long, it's almost like yeah, you sort of just lost the passion for it. See, for me, it was like I don't know. I got into it. I never got right into it. It's like I sort of started dabbling, started getting okay, like started getting a bit better. You obviously have some shit brews when you first start. Um, and then yeah, obviously I moved from where I was living to where I am now, and yeah, I just felt like I never had the setup. Um, I remember I did one brew and I had a heap of problem with like temperature fluctuation. I got real shitty with it. And I was like, fuck this, I'm not doing this anymore. On location, South Melbourne Pirate Life. So yeah, tonight is the first gig of 4 big gigs I'm going to so far this year. It's a very exciting year in the musical life of Sammy. But yeah, it's obviously costing the Benjamins. I looked at my bank balance yesterday and I was like, fuck. I have paid a lot of bills lately and I'm like well ahead in rent. And yeah, I've obviously paid for all these gigs and some accommodation. And yeah, the demise. You feel like you're doing really well with money and then just things come up and you're like, nah, I'm back to square one. Now, the question is, should I go to the bathroom and order another beer and come back? Or should I wrap it up? It's definitely cooling down, which is good. Um, it's been pretty warm the last few days, so a nice cool breeze would be good, especially if I'm going to a gig with a heap of other people. Nah, I'm not. I'm not hanging around for that long. I've still got to like check into the hotel. I probably want to get a feed somewhere. I want to check out maybe one other drinking venue. Probably want to have a nice lukewarm shower too, because yeah, I've been at it all day. Um, yeah, I think the gig starts at 7, but that'd be like it's probably doors open at 7. The the band that are supporting them are meant to be pretty decent as well. But I don't know much about them. They're called Blossoms. I think they're like English indie rock as well. But yeah, I haven't been to the Forum for a gig, which is quite surprising. I've been to like just about every music venue in Melbourne for gigs over the years, but never been to the Forum. One of my mates here is a comedian, does a lot of like midweek shows in Melbourne. I was going to hit him up and see if he's like doing a gig somewhere tonight. But yeah, it's probably, if he is, it's probably the same time as what the concert will be on. For those of you that are still there, I'll do a little poll. So I think I'll continue the stream, at least for another beer or two. But I am busting to go to the loo. I haven't broken the seal yet, and I'm out of beer. So these are the options. I'm thinking we could go a South Coast crisp lager, a Pirate Life and Nobby Underwear mango hazy pale, a Mosaic IPA, which I know is good, or we've got another double IPA, but it's the South Coast version. So out of those four, I could probably go two more. So yeah, I'm thinking I might order two more beers, go to the loo, and then come back here and talk to you guys, and then wrap her up. Or I could go. I could even go a glass of wine. But yeah, I'll definitely go another beer. There's some sort of yuzu. I think it's like it says Riot Wine Co. and Pirate Life Lemon Lychee Yuzu Spritz. I'm like, Nah, there's no stouts, dude. Otherwise, I'd have one for sure. Yeah, I'm thinking that. So Nobby's like a popular Aussie underwear brand. They did a collab with them. Yeah, I'm not really feeling it with wine. I'm thinking maybe the mango, like the Nobby mango hazy pale, and then I'll maybe try the other double IPA since I just had the two. That might be the way to go, I think. Plus, it's a big boy as well, 8.8%. The pale is 6. Mosaic IPA is unreal, but I've had it plenty of times. And then the lager, I don't know, it's probably going to be nothing special. It's only 4%, and it's like not much cheaper than the big ones. So yeah, bear with me. I will be back very shortly. I'll grab 2 beers and go to the loo. Hopefully, no one steals my shit. And we're live. These two look very similar. What did I miss? Yeah, I'm a very quick boy. I just got to work out which beer's which because they look very similar. I've got a feeling this is the pale. I hope that's the pale because I'm starting with it. But yeah, it looks very mango-ish. The colour looks amazing. So yeah, back at it, boys and girls. No, it does not. I would like a nice recliner right now, or a sun lounge. Something that doesn't have little bars that about like this thin that are fucking sticking to your cheeks. Oh, that does sound good. Fuck yeah. Where are you based, dude? Are you in Melbourne here somewhere? So yeah, colour of this one, I would say it's like a very like vibrant orange. There's not much head to it. Carbonation's really, really light. I reckon it's probably loaded with mango. But yeah, it looks pretty decent. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'm in southwest Victoria, a couple of hours away from the city. So yeah, it's like very, very like opaque, very bright orange, like lacking in head. It's like light carbonation. I would say it's still a fairly light body as well. But yeah, it's hard to get a nose on it because it's like it, obviously mango. So it's probably like a hazy pale, but with like a mango fruit addition. I remember the advertising for it, like some of the girls in the underwear is like, "Ooh, hello." You are getting like a, I don't know, like a touch of grapefruit, touch of passion fruit, like some grassy notes. But yeah, it smells pretty good. But yeah, it's sort of funny because they both look quite similar. You wouldn't think that's a double IPA just smelling it. But yeah, let's get into it. Cheers, boys. Normally I'll say cheers, boys and girls, but the chat is definitely just boys at the moment. So I always find it funny when I go to a brewery or two or three for a mad sesh before I check into a hotel. I mean, obviously I'm all right today, but there's sometimes where I'll get like real loose, and then you got to go check into a hotel, and it's like, what am I doing? I can't even speak, bro. So yeah, good like mango addition. You can definitely tell it's light on the base. I would say like I don't know, it's sort of got like that fluffy white bread, biscuity backbone, but it's very light, airy. This is the sort of beer you'd give to like, say, if you're trying to get your lady into craft beer, you'd give them this. They'd be like, "Oh, it tastes like juice." Fuck yeah, it does. Very easy drinking. Yeah, I dare say it's probably like a huge like mango like puree sort of edition. Yeah, not sure. Pretty sure it's more just like accommodation based. This one, the one I normally stay at in the city does, but yeah, fucking because I sort of booked a bit later. Plus, we got the Grand Prix coming up here, and that like there wasn't as much vacancy as usual. I always wanted to check out this hotel that I'm staying at tonight because it always kept popping up, and it's in like a different area. So yeah, the only thing I've got to be careful of is if I'm gonna walk to and from the tram stop, I have to walk from a posh area into a very rough area and then back into a posh area, like to get the tram. So yeah, it's the only thing with some of the suburbs here in Melbourne. You sort of got that gentrification, and you'll get some like really rough areas in sort of in amongst some good areas. So I've never been concerned with like walking through shady spots by myself. I can hold my own. Oh, we've had a what's going on here? I was thinking it was the Susie I know. Maybe it is. She's updated her name and then written something very random, or we have a troll. Anyway, welcome in. Let's hope it doesn't go downhill from here. The sun's starting to come out again, which is awesome. One thing too, Bumpy, is the someone get rid of that person in the chat, please. Yeah, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, like the area I'm in, it's like really like flash. But this suburb's actually known for in Melbourne. It's like got the most brothels in like any suburb of Australia. Exactly. We've got a Susie in our community, dude, but I don't know what her surname is, and normally she just comes up as a completely different name. But just those comments, I'm a bit concerned about. Bloody trolls. Apologies if it isn't a troll, but pretty confident it is. I just wish they'd square up to us in real life and see how they go. Like these Eshays. Here we go. Get rid of them. It's the shit thing about being on StreamYard. You can't just like piss them off. Cheers, Dorito. Good to see you, brother. That sun's coming back out again, which is good. It's actually very bright all of a sudden. Quite warm. I can hardly see the screen. Hopefully the mods are doing the job. Oof, lighting. So yeah, considering like how much sort of mango addition it's got, it's pretty well balanced, this port. Pretty decent. Apologies for the sun all of a sudden shining heavily on me. There's got to be a few mods here, surely. Get rid of them. Time to get the phone out. Nah, Doritos all over it. Cheers, brother. You're a good Californian boy. It's so bright out here now, I can hardly even see the screen. I can feel the sunburn coming on. God, it's hard to see, boys and girls. I can't even see the screen anymore. It's so bright. The old Nobby's mango, probably a solid 4, I reckon. Oof, bloody trolls. H2O, boys and girls. That is some high quality H2O. So yeah, apologies if I am missing comments. We've got some fuckwit in here that's trolling, and then it's hard to read. in amongst that because the sun's so bloody strong. If I find out who you are, troll, I will find you and I will get you. I can see a comment from Anderson. I'll go back up. Just having a lot of difficulty with the brightness out here. God, so many fucking troll comments. Yeah, thanks, Dorito. Thanks for your help, brother. Appreciate it. It's annoying when they're flooding it. Like, here I am just trying to interact with people, and it's hard enough as it is with the screen, like how bright it is at the moment. And then you got some fuckwit just flooding the comments. So yeah, apologies if people are trying to talk. Yeah, nah, feel free to go, dude. Like, nothing's keeping you here. There's people looking out for me, so it's good. So at the moment, I just had it was a collab with an underwear company. They're called Nobby, and yeah, it was a hazy pale. It's pretty decent. Good for this weather anyway, like sessionable. But yeah, now I'm on a double IPA. Cheers, brother. We'll catch up with you again. Salary. Nothing like a good vegetal salady hop forward beer. The sun's sort of dying down a bit now, so I can sort of see the comments again. Yeah. Yeah, apologies again. Ridiculous, mate. Yeah, Angie. Got like a troll in here, or a couple of trolls carrying on like fucking dickheads. And yeah, like it's going pretty well. Like the sun's absolutely beaming on me at the moment, so I'm finding it hard to even like see anything. And then yeah, you get these dickheads trolling. It's like you're making it tough for me, guys. This tarot destroyer. Come and meet me in the ring. So yeah, as I said, probably that like mango hazy pale, I'd probably give that like a good 4. I reckon it's pretty decent. What are you saying, Bumpy? So yeah, this is the another double IPA. This is the South Coast South Coast is normally a pale. So that's the coaster for the pale. It's in like your supermarkets. It's probably one of their, at the moment, it's probably one of their flagship beers. It's pretty popular, like easy drinking smasher that anyone can sort of get into. But yeah, I think for their birthday, they do sort of a heap of different like brews where they, I don't know, they might double up on malts and hops of some of their smaller beers, and yeah. Whew, I'm cooking out here, guys. I'm like Kramer with the butter. Ooh, God, it's bright. Be careful. It's been a good stream apart from the fuckwits in the last 15 minutes. And my uncomfortability on this stool. So yeah, this bad boy, it's like high carbonation. I would say like burnt orange in colour, medium body, 1 to 2 finger head. Yeah, as far as the double IPAs go, it's probably I had the other two before and they were banging, especially the old school American. This is probably the least favourite out of the three. Oop, sirens are going off. The troll's getting arrested. Ooh, the sun's beaming so high, it's like the laptop's getting too hot to touch now. Hey Angie, if you're still there, how good's the background and the speed dealer sunnies and the hat? How's the combination? Winning. Hashtag winning. Like I don't know if you can see that, but like the fucking sweat's beating on the arms. It's that hot. Yeah, boy. Just waiting for those clouds to come over again. It's been quite the enjoyable little live stream. Live on location. At least I can check into the hotel now. We're at that time. So yeah, I'll probably after this I'll end up getting a few takeaways and then mosey on down. Cheers, newcomer. Obviously knows Bumpy. Must be a good person. Yeah, I only just made the train this morning. It left like where I live at like just after 7 a.m. I couldn't sleep very well. I didn't sleep very well last night, and yeah, I woke up at like 6 o'clock. And I was like, I'm still fucking so tired. But yeah, I was organising all my clothes and whatever I was going to bring down here, and like laid down again, nearly fell asleep again. Yeah, and just on the train down here, I just kept drifting off. You know how when you have those shit sleeps and you sort of like do that hypnic jerk thing where you're like, when the wind, like when the breeze comes in, it's nice and cool, but I just need that sun to like disappear behind the clouds for a while. It's just too bright and too hot. It's like shining right down on me. What's your thoughts on the glass? I think it's pretty cool. I'd like to live a pirate life. It'd be good to be out at sea all the time, as long as you had internet. Cheers to a couple of newcomers that have come in today. That's been good. As for the trolls, that one, the big one for you. Pick of the day so far. Still got to be the double IPA. Great beer. So did anyone end up going live after I was sort of asking? Or it's quiet out there? I think this one, I think you can sort of, compared to the other two double IPAs, I think this one's a bit boozy. The other ones hide the booze well. I did manage to find two bottle shops not far from where I'm staying, so I'll probably go check them out. I'll get a tram as close as I can from here, get off where they are, and yeah, get a few takeaways, take them back to the hotel. I won't have the bag on me anymore. But yeah, it'd be good to have like a nice sort of cold shower. Um, I don't know, do a bit of a reset before I go back into the city later on. It's going to be an awesome night. It's good when you're like you go into a gig and you know you've seen the band before and know they're going to be awesome, so you sort of know what to expect. I told you, bro, they don't have any here. Otherwise, I would be. Normally they would, but yeah, I don't know. I think because it's in the peak of summer, they just don't have any on tap. Or are you saying I should get on the Imperial Stouts when I get back to the hotel? Yeah, boy. If I could get a bourbon barrel aged impy right now, I would. Yeah, that'd be good. Now I'm actually looking for one of my favourite footballers who has a brewery in this area. I want to get all his beers, like to even if it's like singles, and do like a review of them all side by side, because we're in the area where the brewery is, and I know sort of his distribution channels and that. It's like I feel like I'll be able to. I've got a flyer that just keeps coming back to me. Yeah, I feel like I'll be able to sort of get hold of all the ones I want. So might even get a bottle of Jaeger. Hopefully the drinks aren't too fucking over the top price at the venue. They will be. There's no doubt about it. Whenever you go to some sort of sporting music event in Melbourne, the prices are always ridiculous. Go away, fire. You're dead to me. Fuck. My phone was just sitting in the open air, hot as fuck, so I need to put it away for a while. I'm so glad I brought the laptop though. It's a good idea. Very good idea. There's the background matching with the attire. So if I was to comment on this, as I said, I just don't find it as good as the other two double IPAs. It's got that booze on it, but it's sort of like musty, dank. I don't know. It's sort of got like the flavors don't sort of something about it. It's just like it's not as enjoyable. I'd rather drink water. Um, am I this guy? And the answer is no. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's why you just get lit before you go. And then when you get to the venue, you have whatever you can get the best value for money. So it's generally like spirits. Because you'll get a beer and it'll be like the shittest beer and it'll be like $14. It's like I may as well get a fucking Jack and Coke for 16. Matt, how are you, brother? Yeah, I had a good setup here, but the sun's got too bright now, dude. And it's got a bit too intense. I'm struggling to see the chat and the screen. Um, it was perfect about an hour ago. But yeah, I've got the colour coordination with the hat and the speed dealer shades anyway. Cheers, Jimmy. Good to see you, brother. Hopefully one day you'll be in Melbourne with me sharing a beverage. Oh, as I've moaned about many times in the this stream and the previous, stools, very uncomfortable. Yeah, cool, dude. Appreciate you chiming in. So yeah, I'm going to see Kasabian tonight. They're playing at the Forum Theatre in Melbourne. I've seen them before. They're fucking awesome live, so it's going to be a good night. But yeah, I was walking around the city this morning taking photos of Formula One cars. That was pretty cool. bit of street art as well. Had a good brekkie. Now I'm at Pirate Life, they're one of my original craft brewery loves. Like one of the first breweries I got right into. Was like a huge fanboy. Um, they're still awesome, but yeah, they're not really craft anymore. So yeah, they've always been Adelaide, but yeah, they've got a venue in Melbourne now. So if I'm ever in this South Melbourne area, it's like one of the first places I'll come to. Yeah, hope you're well. I'm currently on a double IPA. I've had what have I had so far? I've had a sparkling pale, a two double IPAs. One was an American, one was tropical. It was American as well, but it was like tropical, slightly hazy. Um, I had a pina colada sour, and then I've had a hazy pale, which is like a collab with an underwear brand. And yeah, now I'm on the another double IPA. So yeah, it's been a good sesh. I might have to wrap it up because the lighting's just died down on me. So I think the laptop might be getting too hot, unfortunately. Uh, the amount of people that talk about Fosters just because you're Australian, fuck, it's annoying. Anyway, I'm like really struggling to see now because I think the laptop's getting too hot here in the sun. So I'm probably going to wrap it up, guys. Thanks for everyone chiming in. It's been a good stream. Um, there could be some more shit coming on later on. So yeah, see you shortly. Oh, hang on. As I say that, the sun goes away. Hang on. Hang on a minute. Yeah, like the clouds have just covered the sun, so it's made it a lot better now. I can actually see again. Apologies, guys. So I'm still here for a bit anyway. I'm hanging on. It got to a point where I couldn't even see. Don't forget to wash your hands. One of the shittest sign offs known to the YouTube community. I'll yeah, keep going for a few minutes anyway. But yeah, for a while there, I could not see a thing. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go. What's it been? 90 mins. Yeah, it'd be good if they let me sort of hang around for a bit longer in the morning. Then I can join. It'll be awesome joining all spun out from the hotel. I can't even remember what my words were, but I'm sure I'll find something to join up. This is pretty much shower temperature. it's because it's too far away, dude. And yeah, apologies, I wasn't having a go at you, but yeah, as an Aussie, you definitely get sick of hearing that name. It's like everyone just associates Aussie beer with that name, and it's like, I get so sick of hearing about it. You can't even find it here, man. I guarantee any of our craft is as good as what you guys have, because I've tried it. I've tried the hype shit everywhere, pretty much. I really want a stout, Bumpy. Help me out. Yeah, so that's another shit one. Ugh. No wonder Australia has a shit name with beer when it comes to everyone just associates Australian beer as Coopers or Fosters. It's the equivalent of if we were real ignorant here in Australia and we thought that all American beer was like Bud Light and Miller, and that was it. It's like, yeah, it's fucking annoying. I honestly think our West Coasts here in Australia are better than California, and I will stand by that till the cows come home. I've tried enough from either country to know that, yeah, I honestly feel like our Westies, especially here and New Zealand, I think are way better than anything I've had in California. Yeah, I'm back, baby. It's good. The sun's gone. The trolls have gone for now. I'm back. I can actually read the comments again. I can see the screen. No, I'm talking about beers, bro. Our West Coast IPAs are better than anywhere in California. I just think it's because of our water profile, our conditions, like our ingredients here. I think it's just suited for that style. I think a lot of the Californian Westies these days just aren't what they used to be. But I do think your stouts are way better than ours. So it's not memorable. It's pretty average. Should I get another and continue the stream? I was about to end it before, but in all honesty, I couldn't see a thing. So I was like, fuck. Yeah, it's like the dark clouds have come out again. They're covering the sun. It's like I'm back to where I was before. I really want that triple IPA, but yeah, they said that they can only, when it comes to their cans, you can't have them on site. You got to take them away. Um, Couple of my favourite breweries. For stouts, I'd say Side Project and Bottle Logic. Um, for IPAs, I'd say Monkish, Brewhouse, Treehouse, Trillium, Fidens. It's probably someone I'm missing. And then Lagers, we just don't get enough of them here to sort of comment. Sours, I've had some pretty decent sours from the States. Jester King are always pretty decent. Who else have I had from the States? I can't really remember. Some wild ferment stuff. I have had some side project sours. They were pretty decent. Geez, it's a rad fucking venue to see kicking back. But yeah, I really want to try, like, for lagers, I want to try Suarez. I want to try Schilling. I want to try more of here we go. The sun's coming out again. What's the name of that lager brewery? They're like tied up with another brewery. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember the names. Russian River's another one. Whatever I've had from them's been banging. And yeah, obviously really enjoyed Heady and Focal. Yeah, Equilibrium, I've had too many bad experiences with. In the early days, I fucking rated them very, very high. Still to this day, one of the best IPAs I've ever had was an Equilibrium beer, straight out of the laboratory. It was like huge, like I just never forget, like just being absolutely blown away by like the aroma and the taste and the body of a beer. It was very stone fruit forward too, which surprised me. But yeah, I fucking loved it. Like, and then yeah, we got we had a heap of problems with having events where the beers would turn up and they'd all be fucking off. And yeah, there was one event I travelled 3 hours to get to, and out of the 10 kegs that were all apparently air freighted and fresh, 9 of them were fucked. Only one keg made it. So yeah, I can understand when all the American boys like Bumpy and that have had bad experiences, because yeah, I've had the same thing. I've had it in cans, I've had it in tap. Like yeah. So yeah, I can't. As much as I loved them in the early days, I just can't spend that sort of money on an Equilibrium beer, just having that doubt that it's going to be shit. I always thought other half were a bit overrated. It might be harsh, but I don't know. There's just something in the mouthfeel with other half, or they're like, I think they can do triples really well, but I think they can be a bit samey. And like, yeah, I just think a lot of their other styles aren't that flash. You're probably going to get hate for that, but yeah, I just always thought other half were okay, but not as good as what people put them up on a pedestal as like one of the greatest breweries of all time. Uh, who else? Yeah, yeah. So there's quite a few sort of, I don't know, like known lager breweries up in like Bumpy's area, and I'd love to try some of them, like your Schilling and um, I don't know where Suarez are from. I think they're New York. But then you've got the fucking the Sound of Music one, whatever that's called. I can't think of the one I was thinking of before. They're sort of like macro craft, but anything I've had that's been a lager from them, I've really enjoyed. Yeah, Notch is one I want to try. I've always wanted to try Bissell Brothers. I've never tried them. They're one that eludes me. Yeah, Bissell Brothers, Cycle. There's quite a few Florida breweries I haven't tried much of. I've only had a couple from Jay Wakefield, but what I've had from him's been awesome. I want to try Cycle. I want to try more Angry Chair. Yeah, that's it. Ron Trapp. Yeah, Jack Sabby. Yep. You're on to it. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Hopefully they're better. They've had so many problems. That one, the one that annoyed me the most is when I travelled 3 hours to get to this event. I even had people looking after my dogs and made a big thing of it just to get there. And then I got there and they said, "Oh, nah, the event's been cancelled. All the beers are spoiled." And I'm like, "You're fucking joking." So yeah, after that, I was like, just nah, fuck Equilibrium. It's getting to that point again where I can't see the screen. Come on, sun, disappear. There's a huge cloud surrounding it, so you're Portland, Maine. Yeah, cool, good area. Yeah, I want to try it. That's another brewery that is on my bucket list. Is Maine Brewing Company. I want to try the IPAs from them. There's plenty of breweries out there I haven't tried, but I think for an Australian, there's probably not many people that could say they've had the stuff that I've had. I always find it funny when someone's like, "Oh, you're Australian, you don't know what you're talking about." And it's like, buddy, I guarantee I've had more craft beer than what you'll ever have in your life. But yeah, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to go check into my hotel. As much as I'd love to stay for a few more brews, we need to start getting sorted. Do a little bottle shop run, and yeah, that's the thing. I might even do a hotel review before I go. But yeah, it's been a good stream. We've been going for nearly. If only I had one more beer and go for 2 hours. There's not really anything else on tap I want to try. I just want to do the takeaways. 4 pack of loose lips sink ships, please. Yeah, the first time they brewed it was for Gab's Festival. It's like one of my favourite festivals here in Melbourne, where they're very experimental. You get to try some real random shit. And yeah, I just remember trying that with a mate. We thought we were the greatest ever because we were trying this beer that was like over 10%. Whew. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks everyone for chiming in. It's been a good sesh. Um, Good to be on location somewhere a little bit different. I wear my sunglasses at night. What a shit song that is. Oh, here comes the sun again. It's a good time to leave. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. Yeah, I can't even find the button now to end the stream. It's that bright. Nah, thanks guys. Been awesome. You'll probably see me sometime in the next few hours, I reckon. But if not, I'll be rocking it at the forum. I've got my laptop, got all my charging stuff, so I'm going to be around. Hopefully, my hotel room's decent. Hopefully, they got some good internet. And yeah, hopefully, I can find some decent beers in the next half hour or so. Cheers. See you again soon.